ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Morning Weather Extreme video. This is for Thursday, the 25th day of September. James Spann here. Coolest morning so far this season across our great state. Many folks down in the low 50s, and I'm sure we'll see some reports of upper 40s before the morning is over. Let's take a look out the window on this crisp early fall morning. Weather looking good there from Mount Cheahaw. We're looking at the Lodge up on Alabama's highest mountain there in the 50s up there this morning. Of course, the colder spots are going to be down low on a clear, calm morning like this. Up in Walker County, a nice look at downtown Jasper is seen from the King Building, and from Chilton County, a look at downtown Clanton there. That's the Clanton City Hall. Up on the water vapor satellite imagery this morning, the highlight there, of course, is that big coastal storm on the middle Atlantic coast, but that's well to the east of us, and we'll be in great shape for several days with warm afternoons and cool nights. And boy, those numbers look good. 50s really all the way down to the Florida Panhandle. And you can see up north, temperatures are nice and chilly around the Great Lakes. And Minnesota, see some 30s and 40s up there. And we're waiting on a big trough to develop in about a week that will pull some of that air down here. So even cooler air coming up in about 7 or 8 days. QPF map showing nothing around here. All the big rains up in New England with one, perhaps two coastal systems, the existing coastal storm off the coast of the Carolinas and the next tropical one coming up, as you'll see. There's a look at the radar this morning. You can see the outer bands of our coastal storm impacting parts of the Tidewater area down into the Outer Banks, where the weather will be pretty wet, windy, and wild today. There's the big picture. And you can see our deep storm just off the coast of the Carolinas. And, boy, our tropical system really looks good all of a sudden. It's finally moved away from Hispaniola. And we wonder if that could become Tropical Storm Kyle. It's still fighting for dear life. The upper air wind's not especially favorable for development, but looks pretty good. The model is bringing up toward the Canadian Maritimes or the coast of New England this weekend. And we'll keep an eye on that for our friends there, but of course no impact on the weather in Alabama. Today at 1 o'clock, this is the Global Forecast System, the GFS, valid at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. The primary westerlies are up in Canada. Got our big storm off to the east at the surface. The surface low is near Cape Fear, just southeast of Cape Fear, and that's going to push a lot of moisture and wind up into parts of North Carolina, Virginia, Chesapeake Bay, and Delaware. And also you can see the other tropical low down there. Tomorrow, the coastal storm kind of drifts to the west over South Carolina. The moisture creeps into Georgia and Tennessee. But again, we don't think that'll be an issue here. The next tropical system looks pretty good. We wonder if that'll be Kyle. Saturday, Kyle, if that's it, is coming up toward the Canadian Maritimes or the coast of Maine, a little east of Long Island. Our weather Saturday will be beautiful here. And then Sunday, the Kyle system is into far eastern Canada, a little north of Maine. And again, nice and pleasant here. Pretty warm Sunday. We'll probably do mid-80s. Monday of next week, same thing. Sunny with highs in the mid-80s. Tuesday, here comes our trough. And by Wednesday of next week, that thing is nice and deep, although not quite as deep on this run, but it's very sufficient to deliver some nice cool air. You can see the big ridge pumping up over western Canada, the downstream trough over the eastern U.S., and down below that, a nice northerly flow. That would suggest highs in the mid-70s and lows getting down into the 40s, probably by Thursday or Friday morning. There's Thursday of next week, so that'll be interesting to watch. And again, look at the cold air over Canada coming down into the Great Lakes. Just seems like the cool weather season is off to an early start. And at the end of the forecast period, the 10th of October, the westerlies are farther to the south and getting more active. But still, we're in a pretty dry air mass. And again, as we often point out here, October is the driest month of the year, you know. So long periods of beautiful weather can be expected at this time. That's it for the Weather Extreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.